All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, it is I, Craft Chest, here. Today's apocalypse supper is red beans and rice. As you can see, I have my ingredients laid out here, and today we're going to make the process 1 hour quicker because instead of shredding up some chicken, we're going to use this pound, approximately a pound, of hamburger meat that I already defrosted. I was actually going to do something else with this, but today we're going to do an old school method because way back, I knew a lady that used to make this particular recipe, less this, and I know, before we get to this, let me tell you about this right here. I know you thought, a lot of you out there is like, Craft Chest, that's not it. I thought you were going to like boil the beans and strain them and then re-boil them and get them all nice and tender. Nope, because this is apocalypse supper. It's something that you need to be able to do quickly and easily and feed a bunch of peoples or have a lot of leftovers for yourself like I'm going to have. All right, and this is not necessarily a name brand that you need to use. None of these are. But this is what I know I like. And I've had people at work that I've shared this with, this recipe right here. Well, it had the chicken, not the beef, but the beef's just as good. And they were like, no, man, there ain't no way that came out of a box. There ain't no way these red beans and rice came out of a box, Craft Chest. I was like, yep, it did. But anyway, let's get back to this. Way back, there was a lady that I got this recipe from. She would use a pound of sausage, link. She would use a pound of ground sausage fresh from the butcher. He would make it for them, and approximately a pound of hamburger meat. Now, I don't have the ground sausage, and I'm not going out to the butcher. I'm not going out there. I done told y'all in the last video. It's scary out there right now, man. It's like, I don't know, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I'm just going to leave it like that. Something ain't right, man. That's what I keep saying every time I hear and read things. But anyway, check this out. Let's get on with this video. So you got a pound of ground beef. You got a white onion, a red onion, and I found this in the refrigerator, and it's still nice and firm. Smells good. It looks good. I don't know how long it's been in there, but hey, there's a bell pepper. I thought I was going to have to leave that out. Salt and pepper to taste. Of course, we have today's Zatarain's family size. Whatever name brand you decide to go with, get the family size because this is going to be plenty for now, plenty for later. And as you can see, it's not really that expensive. This is our ingredients. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to get these diced up. We're going to get this diced up, get this diced up. We're going to get the hamburger meat going. We're going to get these sliced up. Now, I slice mine thinly. I will leave the corners, like right over here. These bins, I will leave these corners. That's going to be my big pieces. You know how people do them in links? I'll just do these corners, and then everything else is going to... It's going to be little slivers of it. Now, not too big. Not too small, the slivers, but you get the idea. You will get the idea because we're going to mix all of these ingredients together, render them down, and then we'll get to the next step, which is going to be this right here. But first, let me get everything cut up, get the hamburger meat going, get these things going. Woo! It's going to be awesome. Red beans and rice, Craft Chest style. Woo! All right, everybody out there, here we go. We have all the ingredients in the skillet, and this, once again, is a one-pot meal. Very little cleanup. I did use a bowl here to hold some of the ingredients in this bowl. And, of course, a measuring cup, a spatula, and a knife to cut things up. And that's pretty much it. Quick and easy. I'll have that stuff cleaned up. And as you can see, the hamburger meat is already cooked. I'm going to have to stir that up a little bit. I have a quarter cup of water spread around here for the onions, bell peppers, and all that. And I'm actually going to put the lid back on here and step away a little bit away from here to keep the noise level down on the mic. This mic doesn't like the sizzling, but we're going to let this go for 5 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer over here for 5 minutes. All right, we're going to stir it up and then check it. And once these things render and cook to where I want it, I'll turn it back on, show you the result of that. And then, I mean, this right here, look at how much this is going to make. So you got like 3/4 pound of sausage, a pound of hamburger. You got well over a pound, pound and a half of vegetables, red onion, white onion, bell pepper. This right here is what I call my holy trinity. I know that's not the Trinity cooking term from like Emeril Lagasse or whatever, people that made it famous, but this is going to be awesome. I'm making this to where I'll have a meal tonight, tomorrow, maybe even the next day, and there we go. Uh-oh, here comes the sirens. Let me turn this off. I'm going to cut you back on. All right, everybody out there, check this out. As you saw in the last video, I had everything rolled up, hamburger, sausage, and all the vegetables. Now, here it is. It looks like a lot of vegetables, Now that we've rendered it down a little bit, it's been going for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe 15, because I did have to turn it off to do an adjustment on this phone. The storage wasn't deleting on that. It was getting full, but I saved 15 gigs after the fact, so here we go. All right, so this is how I stir my things up. You know, just get it all nice and mixed and everything. I'm trying to hold the phone back, do this one-handed, cooking, all this good stuff. Kind of hard. I need like a body-mounted GoPro or something where I look at, or a headband or something, but we'll be all right. Y'all get the idea. So here we go. We got 2 onions in here. All right. Got a bell pepper, pound of hamburger, about 3/4 pound, 3 sticks. Let's just call it that. 3 sticks of link sausage. Your choice of name brands, cut up into these pieces right here. All right, and that is going to be adding the smoky flavor to it. Everybody loves sausage. If you like meat, you like that. Everybody loves sausage, especially if you like red beans and rice. So what I'm going to do now is get ready to add the box of Zatarans, 4.5 cups of water. As soon as I do that, I'm going to cut you back on. All right, everybody out there, check this out. We have the box of Zatarans red beans and rice, your name brand of choice. That's up to you. And as you can see, 4.5 cups of water. And man, that's going to make a lot. Look how close it is to the edge of this big old Presto. Was it Presto? Yeah, Presto electric skillet. Everybody needs one of these around the house. They are amazing. Look at here. What? I don't have a sink full of dishes. That's already clean over there, ready to put up. And right here, as you can see, my little stirring method, I like to drag, push and drag and fold whenever I'm doing this, and then give it a nice little swirl on here. And then once this comes up to a burl, we're going to cover it, and we're going to leave it boiling. All right, we're going to leave it boiling for about 15 minutes. I want this to have a nice rolling boil. All right, so you see how it's coming up? And what we're going to do to expedite this process is put the lid on. All right, set me a timer over here for 15 minutes. It's going to go a total of 25 minutes boil and simmer. 25 minutes, 15-minute boil, about another 10 minutes of simmer, and then we're going to cut it down to warm and just let it keep going for a little while. All right, 30 minutes, 40, 45, and what that's going to do is that's going to allow all these flavors to marry together. Then we're going to turn it off and let it thicken up, and we're going to show you the end result. But I'll show you both processes, after the boil, down to the simmer, and at the very end. Stay tuned. Oh my goodness, the hardest part of this entire process. Woo, as you can hear it, the hardest part of this process is waiting on it to be done. As you can see, some of it's cooking. We're almost at that 15-minute point. Got a couple more moments, but it has been boiling. That aroma is incredible. And now we're going to take this and we're going to back this down. Let me just put that right there for a moment. We're going to back this down to a simmer. And I'm talking about turning it off to a simmer, putting it in my little sweet spot. I'm going to let you look at that right quick while I get it there. Oh yeah, right there. We're going to leave it right there. Just below 200, so I don't know, 175, 150. Get this nice and stirred in. Reset the timer. Take it to where it's going to be at 25 minutes total. And then give it a good stir. Look how that's thickening up right there. And that's the key. You're never going to get the thickness out of this until it comes to a full rolling boil for a few moments, okay? And this is incredible. Look how everything marries together. I know it looks like a lot of vegetables, but this is going to be amazing. You got your hamburger, your sausage, onions, bell pepper, the red beans and rice mix. Oh my goodness, this is going to be awesome. Woo! Stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're coming up on the final moments of the time being done for this red beans and rice of the apocalypse meal. And we're not done yet, though, because what we got to do is we got to get this all nice and stirred in. Okay, as you can see how I fold, if I can hold the camera right, I keep on wandering with the camera. See how I drag this, fold it over, drag it and fold it over. I found that that's the best method. Kind of go at an angle, get a good little stir going on there. Make sure we don't have anything sticking. And as soon as it goes beep beep, what we're going to do is cut this down to warm, put it straight up on warm, and let it keep going a little bit. Okay, whoa, there it is right there. Perfect timing. All right, because we just got done stirring. We're going to put this lid back on here. All right, we're going to put the spatula down, get it cleaned here in just a moment. And we're going to back this down right in the middle of warm, right about the R section right here. Let this keep going. As you can see, it's going to bubble. And usually, I just leave it alone until I feel comfortable with it. 15, 20, 30 minutes, if you please. It's just going to stay warm at this point, and it's still going to bubble. And what that's going to do is give everything time enough to expand and contract, get rid of some of the excess liquid. And then, all right, whenever you feel comfortable with it and you're ready to eat, just turn it off and just let it sit for a little while. So I'd say, I don't know, probably the next 30 minutes or so, this will be ready to go. And I'll turn it off. The residual heat will go ahead and stay there for quite some time. I can already feel that lid is peak warmth right there before it's just extra hot. You know what I mean? Hot to the touch. So there you go. Stay tuned for the final step, which is putting this on in the bowl. I have this bowl, and yes, I'm eating out of this bowl, the big giant cereal bowl. I am not half-stepping when it comes to red beans and rice. I love it. And this right here, sneak peek on the next apocalypse lunch, dinner, breakfast, supper, whatever. Woo, got a couple of chicken breasts thrown out. That's going to be in the next one. And I'm going to get that spooled up a little later. Man, I wish you had smell a tube. This right here looks so good. I've had it just barely on warm for, I don't know, I did a Nightmare Magic Find run, just tooling around, listening. I'd say about, I don't know, how long does that take me to do? 15 minutes tops. All right, probably, because I do a full run. Oh, wait, I didn't do the pit. Oh, well, I'm in a new game anyway. But anyway, we're playing some Diablo 2 tonight for a little while after I get all this done. Man, it's not going to be long, though. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I am working behind locked doors on my job, so we got to do that. I'm doing that 3 days a week for right now until we get back to regular business. But as you can see, it's still bubbling a little bit. You know, this comes on every now and again to keep it just going like that. That's what you want. Just a little bubble at the last little part of it. Let me get this in a bowl, garnish it up the way I like to garnish mine. Woo! And then we'll be back for the taste test at the very end of it. Something else that I might do in the interim. Remember those biscuits we had with the casserole? This. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, we might have to cook some biscuits. Stay tuned. All right, everybody, and here we go. Red beans and rice in the bowl, ready to go and ready to taste test. As you can see, I got a little shredded cheddar in here, and if I had enough of it, which I don't, I'm running kind of short on sour cream, I'd put a little dollop of sour cream on that. Look how thick this is in the bowl. That's not because of the cheese, because there's not that much cheese. I just sprinkle a little bit. We can go on the bottom of this. Look at that. Look how thick this got. The cheese is going to make it even better. The sour cream would actually thin it out a little bit. The biscuits, I'm going to have to put on hold because right when I put them in there, I heard something pop, and I was like, what's going on back here? My toaster oven, the thermostat, apparently broke, and it's just running full throttle, like all the way up. I started smelling something, and my pizza pan was all curled up to the side. Biscuits looking crazy, like I'm burnt on top, but I'm gooey in the middle. So no biscuits. And what I was going to do is, you know, red beans and rice goes good. Down here anyway, they go awesome with cornbread. But I have found that in my personal choice of name brand, Mary B's Buttermilk Biscuits, on the bottom of that bowl, and then put the red beans on top of it. OMG. You talking about good. So anyway, let's see how good this is. And I hope it's cooled off enough. It's been resting at least for 20 minutes. So, let's see. That's what I'm talking about right there. All that stuff. There's not one particular flavor other than, and I'm glad I backed off of it now, the sausage coming through, that smoky taste. We got the hamburger texture. Everything else just in there. Woo! Red beans and rice, craft chest style. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun and make you an apocalypse supper. Woo! Before it's too late, man. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. Woo! When's the last time we have seen anybody put a blooper reel on their videos. Everybody is so serious these days. You don't hardly ever see those. It's been a hot minute since we've seen bloopers. When you just can't get the right words strung together on your one take, this is what happens. Everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, the final... Been one of those days. All right, everybody out there, here is the final... Wait. In 5, 4, 3. All right, everybody, and here we go with the final bowling, I guess, because it's not on a plate. Oh, wait, final step. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. In 5, 4, 3. All right, everybody, and here we go with the final step in this awesome red beans and rice apocalypse supper. And as you can see, yes, I do have a little shredded cheddar on top of there. Cheese makes everything better. I'm running short on sour cream, or I would put a little dollop of that on here, but fuck.
Bye, bitch. Later.